You're listening to Financial Grownup with me, certified financial planner Bobbi Rebell, author of How to Be a Financial Grownup. And you know what? Being a grownup is really hard, especially when it comes to money. But it's okay. We're going to get there together. We got this. Hello, grown-up friends. First, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Decade, actually. I hope everyone enjoyed the holidays and maybe some vacation time with friends and or family, or however you wanted to celebrate, even if your holidays were solo, because as a grown-up, you should be able to celebrate however you want. This is a special solo episode. No guest is coming. It's just me. I wanted to talk to you about some personal decisions, some decisions having to do with changes here at the Financial Grownup podcast and with my other podcast, Money with Friends, and just my business universe in general. First, the personal. Today, the day this episode is being released, is my birthday. And the crazy thing is that despite being married and being a mom and a stepmom and having my dog Waffles, so I guess you call that a fur baby, I am still coming to terms with the fact that apparently I am a grown-up. So I'm right there with you guys a lot of the time. I am also coming to terms with the fact that I am tired of being overwhelmed and exhausted. At one point last year, I was offered an opportunity by a friend of a friend, someone I really respected, that I wanted to do. But I was so busy, just too busy. I finally just wrote back something like, want to, love the idea, but an overwhelm, check back. And then eventually when she followed up, I literally wrote back one word, overwhelm, sorry. Between all my business-related projects and my personal responsibilities to my family and friends, and just way too many things that I made the mistake of saying yes to, I was on the go from early in the morning until I collapsed into bed at night. And that is not a good state for anyone to be in, especially, guys, I work for myself, seriously. And so I need to stop the overwhelm. Some of you may have noticed that my Instagram got really quiet the last 2 weeks of 2019. We were running encores of the Financial Grownup podcast, and I just decided not to share my general personal activities while on vacation, at least not in real time. As has become a thing to say, like the word authentic, which is way overused, by the way, but usually in a good way, I wanted to be present with my family in an authentic way. There you go. I'm sure it will kill any positive algorithm-related momentum because Instagram does not like it when you are not active. But I wanted to see how it felt to just not participate. I also, for the most part, did not look at what my friends or anyone I follow were up to. Mixed feelings about that. I mean, it's nice to have a break, of course. It freed up a lot of time. But the truth is, I also enjoy seeing what my friends are up to. I like knowing where they are going, when they travel, and what family milestones they're celebrating, or just feeling connected, even when we are all busy. I mean, I felt pretty bad. I missed some birthdays, which kind of made me sorry, but that's what I was doing. And sometimes things are going to fall through the cracks. But anyway, it was also really time consuming, I realized, and it freed up, as I mentioned, a ton of time. Same thing, of course, with posting. I love sharing, but taking a break freed up lots of time. Even though you think it only takes a couple minutes to do a post, it adds up. And I'll admit, I didn't use the time to be hyper productive. I really tried to take a break over my vacation break. Imagine that. It's a good thing. I'm not apologizing. I'm glad I did it. I hope you guys did too. I am also trying to figure out what to be posting. Social media is tricky. I tend to post a lot about my podcast guests because I think they're amazing and I really want to get the word out and I love supporting their projects. And I've been a bit shy about going on camera myself and talking too much about my own life on Instagram stories. Part of it's because I feel like I'm already throwing so much at you guys with the podcast and promoting all of that stuff. But I would love to hear more about what you guys want to see more of. Maybe DM me now that I'm back online on Instagram. I should be by the time this comes out. I will look out for the notes, I promise. On that note, I am going to start sharing more about the things that I use on a personal level in my grown-up life. So if you are signed up for what used to be the Financial Grownup newsletter, and I know you haven't gotten one since 2018, yes, overwhelm at work, it just didn't happen, you will soon get something that my assistant Ashley and I have been working on for quite some time called the Grownup List. It is curated for a grown-up lifestyle, and it will be a very short, brief resource of things I enjoy that you may want to incorporate into your own grown-up life. If you want to get on the grown-up list, just go to my website, bobbirebel.com, and you will see the sign-up button. There's also a link in my Instagram bio at BobbiRebel1. I would love to include listener suggestions. You can pitch me, so feel free to be in touch at hello@financialgrownup.com if you have ideas to include. Okay, now let's talk about this podcast. I started it about 2 years ago. This is episode, drumroll, 267. 267. I can't even believe it. My editor, Steve Stewart, made a great suggestion. He said I should share some of my favorite episodes, and I was going to. But then I got overwhelmed just thinking about it. Guys, it's like choosing your favorite children. It's not going to happen. What I will do, though, is remind you that if you want to learn more about a topic or a guest, go to my website, bobbirebel.com/financial grown-up podcast, and use that search bar. It is a great resource. It can help you find an episode on pretty much any topic or any of the guests that have been on the show. You can listen to the episode right there. You can go back to whatever listening software you use and listen to it there, or just figure out what the drop date is, the day that it was released. But also on my website, I have transcripts. So you can just read the transcript if that's what works for you. I want everything to be easy and a resource for you guys. I have also felt that because I have been putting out so many episodes, each one doesn't always get the attention that it deserves because there's always a new one that kind of bumps it from the top of the feed, and also from my focus on promoting it. Sometimes I can't even get to all the promotions that we've created because the next one is teed up to go and we have to kind of switch to promoting that one. So I am going to focus on releasing just one episode a week going forward. As of now, it will be on Tuesdays. And remember, if you want more, there's 267 episodes. Enjoy them. It will also give me and my social media channels a break from what I sometimes feel is a lot of, promotion. Maybe leave a little more space for more content just about life and other things that I want to share with all of you apart from the podcast. I also want to make time for my other projects, including my next book, which is going to be a parenting book about money. More on that to come. And I also am fortunate to work with some prominent brands that I really believe in, and I love helping them to get their message out. I also enjoy speaking to groups, so I want to make sure to keep time for those projects as well. And so please be in touch if I can be helpful in those areas. If you have events coming up where you need an MC, a speaker, or a moderator, give me a call. Be in touch. All the info is on my website. Finally, exciting news about my other podcast, Money with Friends. I hope if you are not already subscribed, you will do so. I am so proud of how Money with Friends has evolved over the 7 months since we launched. That was only in June. It's hard to believe. Money with Friends is now 6 days a week. Don't worry, we batch record so I don't get overwhelmed. It is also a short podcast like this one. My co-host is Joe Salcihai. Some of you may know him from his other podcast called Stacking Benjamins. You should check that out too. We have been recording on Facebook Live, but we will be moving to YouTube imminently. So please go subscribe to the Money with Friends YouTube channel that we started so you can watch us record live. We take questions and comments from the audience while we are recording live. So you can actually be part of the show. It's a really fun thing to do. We also have a cast of thought leaders who come in to co-host with us, journalists, shopping experts, real estate entrepreneurs, CFPs, and so on. So you get to ask them questions as well. Right now, we are putting together the cast for our 3rd season, and it is looking to be amazing. Money with Friends has been growing faster than Joe and I ever imagined. There have been a lot of unexpected and good twists and turns in the show's short history. We will be talking about that and revealing a lot of behind-the-scenes secrets when we speak at the PodFest Expo in Orlando in early March. So let us know if you are going to be there or if you are in the Orlando area. We are considering doing a meetup and would love to make it happen. You can DM us on our Instagram at MoneyFriendsPod. You can also participate in our Instagram stories where we do questions and polls that we also integrate into the show. also at Money Friends Pod on Instagram. That's also our Twitter handle. And to find out more about the show and all of our amazing thought leader co-hosts, go to moneywithfriendspodcast.com. Can you tell I'm really proud of the show? It's a really awesome show. I hope you guys all join us there as well. Finally, I want to thank all of you for being part of my grown-up journey. I truly appreciate your support and look forward to us all growing together as the financial grown-ups that we are. Financial Grownup with Bobbi Rebell is edited and produced by Steve Stewart and is a BRK Media production.